Hi guys, it's me Katasan. Today I'm gonna talk about how to how to learn a song by ear. So I have been playing very many bands and had to learn songs by ear a lot, and it was a challenge for me. So there are a lot of different ways you can learn it and how to approach it. So most of the popular songs, they are made out of the simple chords, so it will be very easy for you to pick out the chords. So what I do is just play the song and try to find the root note of the chords, so you can find it very easily. Also, when you are learning a song by ear, you play and start following and just following and searching the uh, note. It will be very difficult for you to do it that way, because you will be kind of lost if you play the song and just keep on moving after it. So the best way I do it is you just play just the first chord part, like a one bar. You play it and then stop, and then you try to find the note from anywhere, and then when you find the note, you will notice that this is the note. So then you play it again. You play it again, and then you play the note on the bass guitar. And if it matches, that means you have taken the played the right note. So that's the way to find it. So that way you can play the whole chord sequence. And because now I have been learning it for a long time, I don't need to just uh, follow and learn one chord or find one chord. I can play the whole chord sequence and stop, and then I will try to find all the chord notes, all the root notes for that, and then again I will just rewind it and play the track and play along with it, and then I will find which chord or which note I missed or I played wrong. So when you play with it, you will know how to find it and which note to correct. So most of the time when you play the a wrong note, it might be a fifth a fifth of that chord or something like that, because if I'm playing the A and G and F, and these are the main root notes of the song, but sometimes the bass player might have played the fifth or the fifth or the octave high, because the root and the fifth, they will always sound very similar, because the third note is always changing, whether if it is major chord or minor chord. So most of the time the root and the fifth are the same. They both will sound the same. So you can check it like this. If the bass player was playing A, and if he goes to D, but the guitar player was playing the G chord, but the bass player is hitting on the D note, the fifth note of the chord. So there might be things like that. And if you are learning some fast rock metal thing, then it will be very hard for you to learn it by ear, because it will be very fast. You can't pick the notes very quickly. So what some guys do is they will find that find this kind of system and they will slow the track slower. So when you slow the track, you can listen to it very carefully and notice how the notes are going. In for me, what is more difficult is this rock kind of songs are more difficult than popular songs to learn by ear because in rock metal things songs there are a lot of riffs and they are runs and everything all the time, so it will be very hard for you to learn things like that. But in a popular songs, most of the songs are made of 3 to 4 chords, or the chord sequence will be repeating till the end of the song. So the popular songs are very basically musically and musically they are very made very simple. They use the basic chords and things, but in metal or anything like that, they have very complicated riffs and things. Also, when you are tired of something, you try to learn a song and you don't get it. So, if you don't get it, you just stop and keep the bass guitar, and maybe you can go out for some time, like 5 to 10 minutes, or sit, have a coffee or something like that, and come back. You have to refresh your mind and come back. Then when you come back, you again play it, and you will notice the difference because you've been thinking too much about this song, and it will start to be like frozen. I mean, your mind will be like stuck. You wouldn't know much more about it. So what I do is just go out and take a break and come back and refresh your mind somewhere and come back, and when you play it, then you will notice uh, that the wrong notes you played and the things like that. So it's a way to do it. So and some guys think that they can't learn songs. Then if they think like that and doesn't try, they won't learn anything. Because even do if you think you can't learn a song by ear and stay like that, it won't help you. You have to try it. No matter if you learn it or not, you just try it. Trying and trying will improve your ears and things. Also, when you are playing metal or learn metal songs, you have to always do some exercises like this. It will help you learn different patterns, the minor scale patterns, how it sounds when it goes this way, or different patterns. You have to, the more you learn different patterns and you try to train your ear just by doing things like this. So when you hear a song that goes like this, you will notice that that riff is something like that, or something like that, or the more you learn patterns and like things like this, you you will train your ear. So there are a lot of ways you can learn songs. Also, when I'm learning metal songs, I learn by the tablature. So sometimes the tablature might be wrong. So most of the time, if I have to learn the song and check the tab, or learn the song by the tab and check the song and compare what is good or what is wrong. In some songs, a chord might be wrong, but that I mean in the tab So you have to play along it with the real song, real track, and play and see which is wrong and which is right. So you will notice what is going on. And also when you are learning a song, you should know the area he is playing the bass line. So if the bass player is playing the E, he in the 7th fret of the A string, you should know it. And if he is playing on the low,